Good morning, everyone. Take a moment and ask yourself this. What does success mean to you? Is it building a thriving business? Strengthening your relationships? Maybe it's mastering your craft or simply finding inner peace. Whatever it is, I promise you this, success isn't reserved for the lucky few. It's there for anyone who's willing to take it. And today, I'm here to reveal the secret ingredient that sets extraordinary achievers apart from everyone else. This message makes whatever programming you might be holding yourself back from and falsely believe that you don't deserve any better. Hunger is the force that drives success. It is not talent or resources that truly define a person's ability to achieve their goals, but rather the internal drive, the unrelenting hunger to succeed. This hunger is more than just a desire. It's an obsession, a fire burning deep inside that pushes you forward no matter the circumstances. Hunger isn't something that can be handed to you or borrowed from someone else. No impossible task is ever too hard for you. It comes from within, from a vision that consumes you, from a belief in your own potential that refuses to waver even in the face of adversity. When you are truly hungry for success, excuses cease to exist. The phrase, "I can't," is replaced with, "I will find a way." This isn't about wishful thinking, it's about taking massive action with unwavering determination. Obstacles will come, and challenges will arise. It's inevitable, but hunger ensures you're not deterred. It forces you to see problems not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. It turns setbacks into fuel for your determination and failures into lessons that propel you forward. Hunger is what allows people to persist when everything seems to go wrong. It's what pushes the entrepreneur to knock on one more door after hearing 99 rejections. It's what drives the athlete to train relentlessly even when their body screams for rest. Hunger is what separates those who dream from those who do. There is no safety net for the hungry. There is no backup plan. For them, success is the only option. Hunger forces you to innovate, to think creatively, and to find solutions where others see dead ends. Many people let life dictate their level of effort. They wait until circumstances are favorable, resources are abundant, or conditions are perfect. But those who are truly hungry don't wait. They understand that success doesn't come to those who are patient, it comes to those who are proactive. Hunger drives you to act before you're ready. It pushes you to take risks, to step into the unknown, and to bet on yourself when no one else will. True hunger doesn't fade when challenges appear. It intensifies. It grows stronger with every setback, like a muscle building strength with resistance. People with hunger don't shy away from discomfort. They embrace it. They see the difficult moments as a necessary part of their journey, as the tests that separate the committed from the complacent. Hunger is not just about the will to start. It's about the relentless determination to keep going. It's about showing up day after day, even when the odds seem stacked against you. It's about showing up day after day, even when the odds seem stacked against you. Hunger also means taking ownership of your life. It's a commitment to stop blaming external factors and start controlling what you can. People who are hungry for success don't focus on what they lack. They focus on what they can do with what they have. They understand that resources and opportunities are created through consistent effort and ingenuity. Hunger compels you to stretch yourself, to operate outside of your comfort zone, and to do what others won't. While desire can fade over time, hunger only grows stronger. It becomes a part of your identity, shaping your thoughts, actions, and decisions. When you are truly hungry, there is no such thing as giving up. You don't take no for an answer, and you refuse to settle for mediocrity. This hunger creates an energy that is contagious, inspiring not only yourself but also those around you. It gives you clarity, a laser-focused drive that helps you cut through distractions and prioritize what truly matters. The truth about hunger is that it transforms everything it touches. It turns doubts into determination, dreams into plans, and challenges into stepping stones. Hunger isn't just a feeling, it's a way of life. It doesn't rely on external motivation because it is self-sustaining. Hunger feeds on the pursuit of growth, and with it there is no limit to what you can achieve. End of story. Raising your standards is the foundation of lasting success. What you accept and tolerate in life ultimately defines the quality of the life you live. It's not enough to wish for more, to dream of a better reality. Success demands that you set the bar higher, both for yourself and for what you allow in your life. Standards are the invisible boundaries you draw up. They dictate your expectations, your behavior, and ultimately your results. When you raise your standards, you declare that mediocrity is no longer acceptable and that only excellence will do. Many people settle for less because it feels safe, comfortable, or familiar. They stay within the boundaries of what they know, even if it doesn't serve them. But comfort is the enemy of growth, and the people who achieve extraordinary success understand that living by high standards means continuously challenging the status quo. They refuse to accept good enough when greatness is within their reach. Raising your standards is not about perfection. It's about striving for consistent improvement and aligning your actions with the level of success you want to achieve. Raising your standards starts with a shift in mindset. It's about moving from I'll try to I must. When you hold yourself to a higher standard, you stop operating on convenience or excuses. You stop relying on external circumstances to dictate your outcomes. Instead, you take full ownership of your decisions and actions. This ownership creates a powerful shift, because when you raise your standards, you elevate the demands you place on yourself, and you no longer tolerate behaviors, habits, or environments that hold you back. When you raise your standards, everything in your life changes. You begin to say no to the things that don't align with your goals and values. Whether it's unproductive habits, draining relationships, or time-wasting activities, you start to remove anything that doesn't contribute to your progress. This isn't always easy, and it requires discipline. But every time you uphold your new standard, you reinforce the belief that you deserve more and that you are capable of achieving it. Success is not about having more talent or resources than others. It's about consistently operating at a higher level. It's about demanding more of yourself than anyone else ever could. People with high standards are relentless in their pursuit of excellence. They pay attention to the details others overlook. They are willing to put in the extra effort, make sacrifices, and push beyond the limits of what seems possible. This isn't because they are inherently better, it's because they have committed to a way of living that prioritizes growth over comfort. Raising your standards also requires clarity. You have to define what excellence looks like in every area of your life, your career, your health, your relationships, and your personal growth. It's not enough to vaguely want better. You must know exactly what better means and what actions are required to achieve it. Clarity allows you to create a roadmap, a set of benchmarks that guide your decisions and measure your progress. High standards don't just benefit you, they elevate everyone around you. When you raise your standards, you set an example of what's possible. You inspire others to hold themselves to a higher level and to believe in their own potential. This ripple effect can transform teams, communities, and even entire industries. Your commitment to excellence raises the energy of the people you interact with, and together you achieve things that would have been impossible alone. Holding yourself to a higher standard also means being relentless in the face of challenges. It's easy to maintain high standards when everything is going well, but true character is revealed in adversity. When the pressure is on, when obstacles appear, and when others lower their expectations, those who are committed to excellence remain steadfast. They don't compromise their values or cut corners. They find a way to uphold their standards no matter the circumstances. Consistency is the key to making raised standards a reality. It's not enough to demand excellence once in a while. To achieve true success, you must live by your standards every single day. This means showing up with integrity, giving your best effort, and refusing to settle for less, no matter how tempting it may be. It's this discipline and persistence that ultimately turn high standards into extraordinary results. Committing to mastery is the foundation for achieving greatness in any field. In a world where shortcuts and instant gratification are often prioritized, the pursuit of mastery stands out as a rare and powerful choice. Mastery is not about dabbling in different areas or being average at many things. It's about dedicating yourself fully to one pursuit and striving to become exceptional at it. This level of dedication requires disciplined focus and an unwavering commitment to growth. It's not something that can be achieved overnight, but it is one of the most rewarding journeys you can undertake. The decision to commit to mastery begins with a clear understanding of your purpose. You must identify what truly matters to you and why it matters. Mastery requires passion because the process is demanding and often filled with challenges. It's the deep connection to your goal or craft that fuels your perseverance when things get tough. Without a strong sense of purpose, it's easy to give up when progress feels slow or the path becomes difficult. Passion provides the energy to keep moving forward, while purpose gives you the direction to follow. Mastery is about consistent, deliberate effort. It's not enough to practice sporadically or to simply put in the hours. You must approach your work with intentionality, focusing on areas where you need to improve and pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. Deliberate practice means seeking out feedback, analyzing your performance, and making adjustments to refine your skills. Making adjustments to refine your skills, it's a process of continuous learning that requires humility, patience, and a willingness to embrace the discomfort of growth. In the pursuit of mastery, discipline plays a critical role. It's not always easy to stay focused on your goals, especially when distractions are everywhere. But discipline is what separates those who achieve excellence from those who settle for mediocrity. Discipline means showing up even when you don't feel like it. It means prioritizing your long-term vision over short-term pleasures. The disciplined individual understands that success is the result of countless small decisions made over time, each one contributing to the larger goal of mastery. The path to mastery is often filled with setbacks and failures. These moments can feel discouraging, but they are an essential part of the journey. Each failure is an opportunity to learn, to adjust, and to grow stronger. People who commit to mastery view challenges not as obstacles, but as valuable lessons. They understand that progress is rarely linear and that perseverance is required to overcome the inevitable difficulties. By embracing failure as a necessary step toward improvement, they build resilience and develop a growth-oriented mindset. Another critical aspect of mastery is staying curious and open to learning. The moment you believe you've learned everything is the moment your growth stops. Mastery requires you to remain a student, always seeking new knowledge, skills, and perspectives. Curiosity keeps the journey exciting and prevents complacency. It drives you to explore deeper levels of understanding and to uncover insights that others may overlook. Like so often, it takes you removing the barriers of what you know and feel safe. That takes patience and compassion. When you stay curious, you remain adaptable and better equipped to navigate the changes and challenges that come with any pursuit. Mastery is not a destination, it's a lifelong commitment. Even when you achieve a high level of skill, there is always more to learn and new ways to grow. This mindset of continuous improvement ensures that you never become stagnant. It pushes you to set new goals, take on greater challenges, and expand the boundaries of what you thought was possible. The pursuit of mastery becomes a way of life, shaping not only your achievements but also your character and values. As you commit to mastery, you will also inspire others around you. Your dedication, passion, and persistence serve as a powerful example of what can be achieved through hard work and focus. People are drawn to those who strive for excellence, and your journey can motivate them to pursue their own paths with greater intention. The ripple effect of your commitment to mastery can create positive change not just for yourself, but for those you influence along the way. In every field, the individuals who rise to the top are those who have made the decision to commit to mastery. They are the ones who dedicate themselves fully, who embrace the process, and who continuously push their limits. This commitment transforms their potential into reality and allows them to achieve extraordinary levels of success. Mastery is not easy, but it is worth every effort and sacrifice it demands. It is a journey that defines your legacy and creates a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. Fear is often seen as a barrier, something to avoid or overcome. But fear is not your enemy. It's one of the most powerful forces you can harness in your journey towards success. Fear reveals where your growth lies. It points to the places where your comfort zone ends and new possibilities begin. The key to achieving greatness is not eliminating fear, but learning how to use it as fuel. When you embrace fear and see it as a natural and even necessary part of progress, it stops being a limitation and transforms into a guide that propels you forward. Fear is a universal experience. Everyone, no matter how confident or accomplished, feels fear. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they respond to it. Successful people understand that fear is a signal, not a stop sign. It's an indication that they are stepping into new territory, pushing boundaries, and taking risks. They know that fear means they are alive and moving towards something that matters. It's a sign they are growing, and growth is impossible without stepping into the unknown. Instead of avoiding fear, you must lean into it. Facing fear requires courage, but courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means feeling the fear and taking action anyway. Each time you confront fear, you diminish its power over you. The first step might feel overwhelming, but once you take it, the fear begins to shrink. You start to realize that most of what you fear is not as daunting as it seemed, and this realization builds confidence. This is the first step of avoiding fear, which is greater than creating the confidence. capable of dealing with any situation. With each action you take, you grow stronger, braver, and more capable of facing even greater challenges. Fear often appears as self-doubt. It whispers that you're not good enough, that you might fail, or that others might judge you. These thoughts can paralyze you if you let them. But when you acknowledge these fears instead of running from them, you take back control. You can question the validity of your fears and recognize that most of them are based on assumptions, not facts. By reframing fear as a normal and even beneficial part of the process, you empower yourself to take risks without being crippled by what might go wrong. Fear also has an incredible ability to focus your mind. When you are afraid, your senses sharpen and you become hyper-awareness. This heightened state can be a tool if you choose to channel it constructively. Fear creates energy, and that energy can be redirected into preparation, strategy, and execution. When you embrace fear and use it to drive you, it propels you to work harder, think smarter, and perform at your best. With it pushes you to dig deep and find strengths and solutions you didn't know you had. Another way to turn fear into fuel is by transforming it into excitement. Fear and excitement are closely related emotions. Both create a surge of adrenaline. The only difference is how you interpret the experience. When you shift your mindset and see fear as an opportunity to learn and grow, it starts to feel exciting instead of overwhelming. You begin to anticipate the possibilities instead of dreading the risks. This mental shift allows you to approach challenges with enthusiasm and confidence, knowing that the outcome, whether success or failure, will contribute to your growth. Fear also teaches you resilience. The process of confronting fear requires you to adapt, persevere, and push through discomfort. These experiences strengthen you both mentally and emotionally. They prepare you for future challenges and equip you with the tools you need to handle adversity. The more you face your fears, the more resilient you become. And resilience is one of the most valuable traits you can develop on the path to success. It allows you to keep going, no matter what obstacles arise. Ultimately, fear can be a powerful motivator. It reminds you that the stakes are high, that what you're working toward matters. When you're willing to step into fear instead of backing away, you create momentum. Each small victory builds on the last, creating a ripple effect of confidence and progress. Fear becomes less of a roadblock and more of a stepping stone, guiding you toward the person you're meant to become. By choosing to embrace fear, you unlock a level of potential and determination that would otherwise remain untapped. Failure is often seen as something to fear, something to avoid at all costs. But failure is not the opposite of success. It is an integral part of the journey toward it. The most successful people in the world didn't achieve their greatness by avoiding failure. They achieved it by embracing it, learning from it, and using it as a stepping stone. Failure, when viewed with the right mindset, is not a sign of weakness or inadequacy, but a powerful teacher that provides valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. Every failure you encounter is an experience that brings you closer to your goal. It teaches you what doesn't work, and in doing so, directs you toward what does. Each setback provides insight that you wouldn't have gained if you hadn't taken action and tried in the first place. Success is not about always getting it right. It's about persistence, about trying, failing, learning, and adapting. That's all it's about. Success is about trying, failing, learning, and adapting. The process of failing and learning refines your strategy, sharpens your skills, and strengthens your resilience, making you better equipped for the challenges that lie ahead. Failure also reveals the areas where you need to grow. It shines a light on your weaknesses, showing you exactly where you need to improve. This is not something to fear, but to welcome, because awareness is the first step toward progress. When you identify areas for development, you can address them with focus and intention. Failure provides the feedback necessary to identify blind spots and course correct. So, the people who achieve the greatest success are not those who avoid making mistakes, but those who are willing to acknowledge their shortcomings and put in the work to overcome them. The fear of failure often prevents people from taking action, but inaction is the real failure. Choosing safety and comfort over the possibility of failure guarantees stagnation. It robs you of the chance to grow, to improve, and to achieve your full potential. The truth is, failure is not nearly as damaging as the regret of never having tried. Each time you take a risk, even if it doesn't lead to immediate success, you build courage, experience, and momentum. Failure is not a setback, it's a step forward, provided you are willing to learn from it. One of the greatest gifts of failure is that it teaches resilience. Every time you fail and choose to get back up, you strengthen your resolve. You prove to yourself that you are capable of enduring setbacks and continuing to move forward. Resilience is the ability to weather the storms of life and still press on with determination. It is a critical trait for anyone pursuing meaningful success, as the path is rarely smooth or easy. Failure trains you to be persistent, to adapt to changing circumstances, and to remain committed to your vision no matter what. No matter what. Inspired by the failures, these become your motivations and your mission. Failure also humbles you in a way that opens you up to growth. It reminds you that there is always more to learn, that you don't have all the answers, and that success requires effort, adaptability, and an open mind. Humility allows you to seek help, ask for advice, and collaborate with others. It creates a mindset that prioritizes improvement over ego, making you more receptive to feedback and willing to put in the hard work necessary to overcome challenges. The process of failing teaches you to separate your identity from your results. Too often, people internalize failure, seeing it as a reflection of their worth or capability. But failure is not who you are. It is simply an event, a moment in time. It does not define you unless you allow it to. When you begin to see failure as just another part of the journey, it loses its power to paralyze you with fear. You can approach challenges with a sense of curiosity, knowing that every experience, success or failure, contributes to your growth. The lessons of failure are invaluable, but only if you are willing to analyze and reflect on them. It's not enough to simply experience failure. You must extract its wisdom. This requires honesty, self-awareness, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. But in doing so, you gain clarity, direction, and a renewed sense of purpose. Failure becomes a catalyst for progress, a tool that sharpens your abilities and clarifies your path. By embracing failure, you transform it from a roadblock into a stepping stone, one that propels you closer to the success you are striving for. Surrounding yourself with the right people is one of the most critical steps in achieving success. The people you spend the most time with have an incredible influence on your mindset, habits, and decisions. They shape how you see the world and ultimately how you see yourself. Your environment has the power to either elevate you to your full potential or hold you back from it. This is why it's essential to be intentional about who you allow into your circle and what kind of energy and influence they bring into your life. When you surround yourself with people who inspire you, they challenge you to think bigger and aim higher. These individuals see the potential in you that you might not yet see in yourself, and they encourage you to step outside of your comfort zone. Their ambition, determination, and positivity become a model for what is possible. They provide a vision of the future you can aspire to, and their success acts as evidence that your goals are within reach. Being in their presence motivates you to rise to their level and to align your actions with your highest aspirations. The right people don't just encourage you, they hold you accountable. They expect you to honor your commitments, stick to your goals, and follow through on your promises. These individuals push you to give your best even when it feels difficult. They won't let you settle for less or allow you to make excuses. Instead, they remind you of your capabilities and refuse to let you give up when the path gets challenging. They let you give up when the path gets challenging. Their accountability keeps you focused, disciplined, and consistently moving forward, even during times when your motivation wavers. A strong circle of influence is also a source of support during moments of doubt or struggle. Achieving success is never a straight line, and setbacks are inevitable. During these times, the right people provide encouragement, perspective, and solutions. They remind you why you started, help you see the bigger picture, and reignite your belief in yourself. This emotional support is crucial for maintaining momentum during tough times and for navigating obstacles with resilience and confidence. Just as important as surrounding yourself with the right people is distancing yourself from negative influences. Toxic relationships can drain your energy, diminish your self-confidence, and distract you from your goals. These individuals may project their fears and insecurities onto you, discouraging you from taking risks or pursuing your dreams. They may undermine your progress, intentionally or unintentionally, by steering you toward behaviors and mindsets that don't serve your growth. Recognizing and removing these influences is an act of self-respect and a necessary step toward success. The people you surround yourself with also expand your perspective and knowledge. Each person in your circle has their own experiences, skills, and insights that you can learn from. By engaging with those who have expertise in areas where you are still growing, you accelerate your development. Their guidance, advice, and constructive criticism become invaluable resources that help you make better decisions and avoid common pitfalls. Rest assured, this kind of mentorship and collaboration allows you to grow faster and achieve greater results than you could on your own. An important part of cultivating the right environment is ensuring it's not just about what you can gain, but also about what you can contribute. Relationships built on mutual respect and support are the strongest. By giving as much as you receive, whether through encouragement, resources, or expertise, you create a dynamic that is uplifting for everyone involved. When you surround yourself with people who value growth and generosity, you build a culture of collaboration where everyone thrives together. The company you keep also affects your emotional state and energy levels. Positive, driven individuals bring enthusiasm, optimism, and a solution-framing attitude to every interaction. Their energy is contagious, lifting you up and helping you approach challenges with confidence. On the other hand, being around people who are consistently negative or unmotivated can drain your energy and lower your ambition. This is why choosing your circle carefully is an investment, not only in your success, but also in your overall well-being. Your relationships act as mirrors, reflecting back the behaviors and attitudes you bring into the world. When you surround yourself with people who embody the traits and habits you admire, you are naturally influenced to adopt those qualities yourself. This creates a powerful feedback loop where the environment you create continues to reinforce your growth and success. Every step you take toward cultivating a supportive, inspiring circle contributes to shaping the person you are becoming and the success you are striving to achieve. Success is not a mystery. It is a deliberate and intentional pursuit that demands clarity, focus, and commitment. It requires mastery, courage in the face of fear, and the ability to embrace failure as a teacher. It thrives in an environment where we are surrounded by those who challenge us, uplift us, and inspire us to aim higher. Each of these principles is a vital piece of the puzzle, and together they create a powerful framework for unlocking potential and achieving greatness. The path to success is not without its challenges, but with the right mindset, the willingness to learn, and the strength to take consistent action, anything is possible.